Hey everybody, welcome to Bestie Book Reviews. I'm here with my bestie Mandy.
And I am here with my bestie Jessica.
So, we're doing a convincing. This is our Convincing My Bestie series. Mandy
Yes.
is convincing me,
Yes.
and it is
I really wanted to make something up, but I can't think of something like really creative.
you don't have to be creative for me to be all like, ooh.
Okay. I am going to convince you to read a Bodyguard Romance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
It's
much
not
better
bad.
than Brother's Best Friend. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, dodge that bullet. Okay.
When you were gone a while ago, I did the poll. And so we did the number one from last time. And so this was the second
Okay.
highest one. On Instagram, it was a lot higher, I think, than on YouTube, but
Okay.
it was second place overall.
Okay.
And then I'm
So,
gonna have to get creative for the future ones.
okay.
Okay, you ready?
I am. So, how many are you giving me?
6.
Okay, good. Okay.
Oh,
So I
but
can number with.
first, hit that subscribe button, like and comment below. It really means a lot to us. We really appreciate it. And we are doing our coveted cover giveaway, so you don't want to miss out on that.
Yes. Okay.
Stay tuned for more details on that one.
Stay tuned for more deets. Okay, I'm ready.
No one says deets. Just
No
kidding.
one does. Your husband might in his little leisure suits.
Oh gosh. Don't even get me started.
Oh,
Okay. I don't know where I want to start.
I
Like,
don't know where you want to start either, but I want you to start.
I'm trying. Keep your pants on.
Well, I got pants on. Got it.
Okay, so I have 6 for you. I just want to point out there are some of my favorite bodyguard romances are in like the mafia type worlds, and you've already read them.
Okay.
So there's more out there, and if you're wanting to know what those are, comment below, and I'll be happy to share more bodyguard recs in the comments with you.
Okay.
But for the purpose of this, I have 6. So are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, so the first one is Tempting the Player by Rebecca Jinchak. And this is Jane and Hendrik, or Henny. And you might remember him because you have read his brother's book, Burnout,
Okay.
the Holland brothers. So he's the older Holland brother. So Jane was a childhood TV star, and she ends up with this like overzealous stalker fan, and she's trying to live like a normal life out of the spotlight. I think she also was a singer too, so she's trying to like be out of the spotlight. She's going to college like normal, but she has this overzealous fan that has been kind of stalking her and giving her the creeps, and she just like her parents become very concerned about her, but she does not want like any more attention drawn to her. She just wants to be normal. So she has roommates and everything, and she notices this really good looking guy that tends to run by her house frequently. And this is not a spoiler, it is on the back. And she purposely like goes and gets a cute outfit so it looks like she runs and tries to like run with him, but she's like out of breath before they make it like a block. And he ends up rescuing her a few times in some different situations. And she finds out that he's actually been hired by her parents to be looking out for her, like as a bodyguard, but from a distance. And so that kind of puts an interesting little damper on the situation there.
Yeah.
But things are going to get a little intense, and she's definitely going to need him to be a bodyguard for her. And then you get like that forced proximity happening as well.
Okay.
And then if you're familiar with the Holland brothers at all, you know that there's like the brothers are very close, but there's also some, you know, a whole nother like kind of storyline almost for Hendrik as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Next.
Ready for the next one?
I am.
Which color are my tabs for
I
this?
have no clue.
They're well, we're doing more than one video recording today. I got confused. Okay.
Hopefully this is the last time for like while we film that I'll be in bed. Hopefully the next time we start filming I won't be anymore. I'm just saying. Drives me nuts.
Yes, because when this video comes out, we should have been done with you being in bed. I don't know.
Close. Well, who knows?
Okay, next up, Hollywood Princess by Natasha Madison. So Kelly is a singer and Brian is her new bodyguard, but she has known him from before and she tried to get him to like show an interest in her and he turned her down. And that was like kind of crushing to her. So she kind of wants nothing to do with him, but like a lot of stuff has happened in her life and I don't want to give anything away. So she's kind of going through a tough time and she's going to really need to rely on her bodyguard for a bunch of different reasons. Like things are like some scary stuff is happening and they need to figure out what's going on, but she's also gone through a tough time in addition to that. And I could probably tell you more, but I don't want to give anything away. So there's like a little bit of a mystery. There's a reason she needs a bodyguard,
Okay.
besides the fact that she's a really famous singer.
Okay.
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 Okay. Next, I have Archer by Dr. Rebecca Sharp. So Kira is 19 when she meets Archer, who is 29. And he is protecting her when her dad is testifying at a trial against the mob. And so that's when they first meet, okay?
Mhm.
And then we are going to go several years later and she's going to... Here, maybe I should read the back so I don't accidentally give something away.
Okay.
Okay, she's lived her life protected. That's what happens when your father testifies against Boston's Irish mob. So she has to move around quite a bit. So they move around and witness protection, but she's finally settled down and thinks that everything is going well. And then Archer is there, like something happens and he gets reassigned. And so he moves back home and forms the Reynolds Protective Group, which is an elite bodyguard agency.
Oh, good to know. Yeah.
Yes. And then crimes start occurring in the town, and he comes face to face with the woman who he thought was dead.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. I didn't know how much I could say. I couldn't remember what the back said.
Yeah. That works.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm 90% sure that that's not a spoiler, but I didn't want to like say that he thinks she's dead. And so he has like some, like he feels responsible for her being dead, but she's not dead.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Then we have Flame by Adriana Locke. And so Bianca's whole family has basically imploded and she needs somebody to protect her because a bunch of stuff has gone down with her family's business. And so she's in desperate need to be protected. And Fox gets he steps up to help her and protect her. And Fox is part of the Carmichael family, and we've seen like him throughout the series. You don't have to read the whole series, but he's been a little bit of a mystery and nobody really knew exactly what he does. Well, it turns out he does like really high profile type bodyguard situations, like that really not necessarily high profile, but like dangerous type bodyguarding. And so he is going to protect her, but things obviously are going to get very complicated in that.
Okay.
And there might be a fake marriage involved to seal the deal with him protecting her and protecting her assets and things.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Then, what number are we on?
This is going to be number 5.
Okay, good. Okay, so next we have Mr. Bodyguard by Lauren Rowe. So this is a little more light. Like the other ones all have more kind of like more serious elements to it. So this is Xander's story. So Xander falls in love very easily. Like every time he goes on a date with somebody, this is the one. He loves her. They're going to get married. And he keeps like getting his heart broken. And so he decides that he is not going to fall in love for like an entire year or something like that. And he declares this to his friends, and the Morgans and all that. And what do you know? He meets Aloha. And so he gets put in. Aloha's a singer, and she just needs a bodyguard because of being a singer at this point in time. And he starts to fall for her, but he's not supposed to be falling in love because he can't really trust himself about falling in love. But she starts to fall for him as well. And then that's where we end up with like kind of some deadly consequences, perhaps, as this goes on.
Okay.
But it doesn't start off with that. Like it starts off fairly, like she just needs the bodyguard.
Okay.
Okay. Then I have Royally Endowed by Emma Chase.
Okay.
And so Ellie has been crushing on the Royal Guard Logan for some time. And Logan has kind of had a little bit of a crush on her as well. But oh, sorry. I was trying to look at my note. But he will not tell, like he has not told anybody how he feels about her because he takes his job very seriously. So he's like the Royal Guard. She's royalty. He's guarding her. He can't have a crush on her, but she's like had a crush on him for a while. And I guess they do have a theme. Something is going to happen and she's going to really need that bodyguard.
Because what's the point in having a bodyguard if you don't use them, right?
I know.
For multiple things.
Exactly. Okay. So there are 6 very quick bodyguard recs.
Okay. I think I'm just kind of going by like who I've read and who I haven't. And the only author I think that I haven't read on here is Adriana Locke. So I think I'm going to go with Flame just because I haven't read her. And this is always a good excuse to try a new author. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I have. I mean, I know of her. I know of her writing. I just don't think I've read an Adriana Locke. So I'm going to go with that one.
And that has audio. I forgot to mention the audio ones.
Yeah, I already look. Most of those have audio.
I was going to say, I think they all might.
I think they all do. Because I was looking up audio. I know they all do. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Flame.
Okay.
Okay.
We will be back to hear how you like it. And maybe you'll still be in bed. Maybe you won't.
Hopefully not.
Okay. All right. Jessica, how did you like Flame by Adriana Locke?
I liked it. I do like a good bodyguard romance. So I gave it 4 stars. I enjoyed it. There were times it got a little sweet for me, but other than that, I really did enjoy it. It is what I would call a palate cleanser. So yeah, I liked it. It was good little romance there. So
yes,
and it's kind of nice getting to see. Well, I guess if it's a bodyguard, it has to be that way. But you normally see like any stars or whatever. It's typically the guy versus, So it's kind of yeah. So I enjoyed it. It was worth a read. Go read it, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thanks for tuning in to hear all about bodyguards.
Yes. Yeah. I kind of wanted one, but Jeff just said that he wasn't going to pay for that. So he doesn't think anybody would want me. He doesn't realize that I'm popular or something. I don't know.
I don't really know where you're trying to go with this. So
I want a bodyguard.
People, please check back on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays to watch me and my slightly unhinged best friend.
Yes, do that. Thanks for watching all of our unhingedness. We'll see you in the next video,
where I will teach Jessica how to use suffixes.